All right, let's dive into this generative AI stuff and how it's like really shaking things up when it comes to product development.
Yeah.
We've got this syllabus, PdM AI week 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's packed with insights, but also we've got real-world examples to play with.
Right.
Like Amazon Rufus, that AI shopping assistant,
Yes.
and ING Bank. They've got that chatbot that's, well, pretty impressive.
It really is, yeah. This syllabus actually digs deep into how generative AI is revolutionizing the product cycle. It's not just speeding up coding or automating tests. It's more about, shifting how we approach creating and refining products from the ground up.
I see what you mean. Like the syllabus mentions starting small, right?
Yeah.
Focusing on specific use cases.
Yeah.
Sounds practical, but how's that work in real life?
Well, think about Amazon Rufus.
Okay.
They didn't go for some all-knowing AI. They focused on a problem.
Right.
Making online shopping better.
So Rufus is that shopping assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Answers questions, gives recommendations, personalized ones too. But how does that connect back to the syllabus, this generative AI thing?
It's in the tech behind Rufus. It's not pulling up canned responses.
Bravo.
It's creating new content, crafting answers unique to what you asked.
Got it.
That's generative AI, creating, not just retrieving.
So if I ask Rufus about the best trail running shoes, it's not just spitting out a pre-written answer.
Exactly.
It's analyzing what I asked and giving me a tailored answer based on, what, a mountain of data.
Precisely. That's where those complex models come in, like transformers, LLMs.
Right. Those are mentioned in the syllabus.
They're engines behind this whole new level of personalization and how interactive it is.
So Rufus is a great example of starting small with a use case and getting a really innovative product. What about a totally different world, though, like banking? ING's chatbot, how does that fit in?
The ING chatbot, what's wild is how fast they built and launched it. 7 weeks.
7 weeks. Wow.
That gets to another key point from the syllabus.
Speeding up the product cycle.
Yes.
7 weeks is crazy fast. What did they focus on to do that?
Customer service inquiries. A pain point.
Right.
The chatbot gives detailed answers, tailored ones.
Okay.
And that's led to a 20% increase in customers getting help. Think about how that impacts the product cycle.
So they're like improving their customer service product live all the time.
Yeah.
Not waiting months for data and then making changes.
You got it. And it's not just reacting to problems. They can use the chatbot's data to spot potential issues and have solutions ready before they even pop up.
It's like, what, a crystal ball?
Yeah.
Predicting what customers need and staying ahead.
You got it. And that's becoming a defining thing for successful products now, being able to anticipate and adapt fast. This whole generative AI age.
We've got Amazon personalizing shopping, ING revolutionizing customer service. These examples really bring the syllabus to life. It's not just theory, it's making an actual difference.
I agree. And the exciting part is we're just getting started. This syllabus hints at that, encouraging product managers to think outside the box with how they use generative AI.
Perfect timing then, because I'm
Yeah.
ready for the next part of this deep dive.
Let's do it.
I'm curious to see what other nuggets of wisdom and maybe even surprises this syllabus has for us.
Yeah, me too. This PdM AI Week 6 syllabus, it really pushes us to think beyond the obvious uses. It lays out this framework for finding valuable use cases, building a roadmap.
Okay, I'm listening. It mentions personalization, automation, creative enhancements, areas where generative AI can shine, right?
Right.
But how do we go from big categories like that to actual product features?
That's where it gets interesting. The syllabus says start with understanding user needs and pain points. It's not about just using AI for everything.
Right.
It's about the right tool for the job.
So less, how can we use generative AI?
Yeah.
And more, what problems are we solving and can AI help?
Exactly. Imagine, say, a language learning app.
Yep.
Instead of just pre-recorded lessons, you add generative AI. Users could have conversations with a virtual tutor.
That's cool. Addresses a real need for language learners, that interactive practice, and uses AI to make learning more engaging, more effective.
Exactly. And the syllabus stresses starting small with what it calls minimal viable AI features.
So not building the most advanced AI tutor right away, start simpler, like real-time feedback on pronunciation, grammar.
Right. Or even use AI to make personalized quizzes, exercises based on how the user is learning. Start manageable, get data, iterate based on feedback.
This iterative approach keeps coming up in the syllabus. It's not launch a perfect AI product. It's Learn and improve constantly.
Absolutely. That's where a clear roadmap is crucial. The syllabus lays out how to prioritize features, set realistic timelines, define what success looks like.
So it's not just cool AI features, it's aligning them with your strategy, business goals.
Right. The syllabus even talks about explaining the value of generative AI to stakeholders. That can be tricky.
Especially if they're not that familiar with AI or have the wrong idea of what it can do.
Exactly. The syllabus suggests tailoring your message to different people. For executives, focus on ROI, competitive advantage AI brings.
While engineers might be more into the technical side, how it's built, if it can scale.
You got it. Speak their language, address their concerns, and of course, show the impact with data and metrics.
Speaking of data, the syllabus is big on continuous measurement, iteration with generative AI. Why is that so important?
Generative AI, it's a moving target, you know? The models learn, evolve, users change how they behave. What works today might not tomorrow.
Like navigating a landscape that's constantly changing.
Yeah, exactly. You got to be adaptable, adjust based on what the data tells you.
Got it.
The syllabus recommends A/B testing, compare different versions of those AI features, see what connects with users, and qualitative feedback too, surveys, focus groups, understanding the why behind the numbers.
So mix quantitative and qualitative data. Get a full picture of how those AI features are performing, how users feel about them.
Right. That constant feedback loop is what lets you iterate quickly, stay ahead of the curve.
It's interesting how this syllabus connects the technical AI stuff with the strategy of product management.
It does, and it doesn't shy away from the tricky part, making money from AI products.
That's what I want to hear about. How do you actually make money from generative AI?
There are a few ways the syllabus goes into them. Offer premium features powered by AI. Charge based on how much AI content people use. Even use AI to optimize pricing models.
So basic version of our language app is free, but the premium version with the AI tutor, that's a monthly subscription.
Exactly. Or charge a little each time someone uses the AI to make a custom piece of writing or music. The key is aligning your monetization with what your product offers, what your target audience will pay for.
Seems like there's a real balance to find. Giving value to users, but making money from your AI investment.
For sure. And it's an ongoing process like everything else in product development.
This syllabus is packed with insights for anyone who's into generative AI and product management.
It really is. And we've just scratched the surface. So much more to explore.
Let's let this all sink in, and then we'll wrap up with some final thoughts and key takeaways.
Yeah.
We've gone through a lot from this PdM AI Week 6 syllabus.
Mhm.
It's obvious now generative AI isn't just hype. It's a
Mhm.
powerful tool already changing how we develop products.
Yeah, and the syllabus, it doesn't just tell us what generative AI is, it gives us like a practical roadmap for using it in our products, our strategies.
I agree. It goes beyond the hype, gives us actionable stuff. One thing that stood out to me is how much it focuses on the user.
Mm,
Even with all this tech, it still comes down to understanding your users, solving their problems.
absolutely. The syllabus really makes that clear. Generative AI doesn't replace human ingenuity, it makes it stronger.
Yeah.
The question is, how can we use this tech to create products that aren't just, efficient, but users really love using?
Finding that sweet spot, right? Where cutting-edge tech meets real human needs.
Hmm.
And the syllabus pushes us to think outside the box, too.
Yeah.
It's like, imagine what's possible when you combine human creativity with what generative AI can do.
That's where it gets exciting. What new experiences can we create? What problems can we solve that we haven't even thought of yet? The syllabus is all about experimenting, trying things out, reminding us this tech is still young.
Like we're explorers, right?
Hmm.
Charting a new frontier. And with any exploration, there are going to be challenges.
Of course, and the syllabus knows that. It encourages us to think about those potential roadblocks, like technical limits or needing to explain things clearly to stakeholders.
It reminds us that success with generative AI isn't a given. You need a strategy, you got to be willing to adapt, and always keep learning.
I think that's a key takeaway from all of this. Generative AI is a huge opportunity, but it's not magic. It's a tool that needs skill, planning, and understanding both the technology and the human needs it's meant for.
This has been a really cool journey into generative AI. We talked about the basics, saw real-world examples, and got into the strategy of it all for product development.
Yeah.
Hopefully, this got you thinking differently about what's possible in your own work and just in the world around us.
Definitely.
Generative AI is a powerful force. It's shaping the future. And by putting the user first, staying curious, and never stopping learning, we can use its potential to make truly remarkable products and experiences.
So keep experimenting, keep iterating, and keep pushing the limits of what's possible. The future of product development is in our hands. Let's make it amazing.